It is a beautiful night in Philadelphia, and it is a beautiful night for football. And it's great that the two are happening together because the Philadelphia Eagles are playing in their home opener at Lincoln Financial Field. Yes, technically last week was a home game, but unless you made the trip out to Brazil, which many of you did, the fact of the matter is, this is the first game where you're able to see in person the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons. It's become, over the last couple of years, an almost week two tradition where the Eagles will face off against Kirk Cousins in prime time. This year, Kirk Cousins on the Atlanta Falcons. He is playing the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football. And this is going to be an exciting game. The atmosphere in Philadelphia, the atmosphere at Lincoln Financial Field is electric right now as the Philadelphia Eagles get ready to welcome fans back for this game. Welcome fans to Lincoln Financial Field. And welcome to everybody to the Bird's Nest Media coverage of the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons on this Monday Night Football. I am Joe Donahue. Thank you so much for joining us. So this has been a day, actually. Incorporated later on tonight, when afterwards in the post game, there will be some footage. I do want to give a huge shout out to ESPN for allowing me to go down and shoot some footage from their set for Monday Night Countdown, which was live earlier today, just not all that long ago, actually. So ESPN pulled all the stops out. They were excited to be in Philadelphia. You could tell, and Philadelphia was just excited for this game to occur. We waited so long for Eagles football to be in Philadelphia, and here we are. So things are going. We'll also try to keep you updated on other goings on here. Certainly the biggest thing, or certainly the biggest thing going on right now is the Eagles game. But I mean, of note to Philadelphia fans, the Phillies are involved in their. The Phillies are searching for a playoff spot, so we will try to bring you that coverage, give you updates throughout that. But most importantly right now is the Eagles are getting ready to take the field. Now, just want to touch on a few of the inactives. Certainly the biggest challenge for the Eagles is going to be that they're going to be out without the number one wide receiver, A.J. Brown, who is dealing with a hamstring situation. So, given the short week between today and their next game against the Saints, it's questionable whether or not even A.J. Brown would be ready to go for next Sunday's game. I apologize. I believe it's one of those two that's next. I believe it's the... Yeah, next week against the Saints. I was right. Yeah, but we are... so A.J. Brown is inactive. Additionally, Trevor Keegan is inactive. Darian Kinnard is inactive. Tanner McKee is the emergency third-string quarterback, so he is, of course, inactive, or technically inactive. He's not on the active roster for this game, one of the 48. On the defensive end, Byron Young, Devin White, and Eli Ricks. So again, last week we saw some really good performance out of Nakobe Dean and Zach Vaughn, and I do think that given that solid performance, I don't think that, or I think that Devin White we might see a little bit more limited action for him. So yeah, that's where things stand. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about or heading into this game. Are you excited? What are you looking forward to seeing? Who are you, or who do you think is going to win this game? I think the Eagles are going to pull this one out. I don't think that the Falcons have been quite as quite the folks that I was expecting them to be. Um, I don't think that there's enough there yet. Now they certainly have some weapons. They definitely have Bijan Robinson who can do some damage, and depending on how they play, especially as it pertains to play action and things of that nature, we might. Kirk Cousins tends to thrive in those areas, but also Kirk Cousins has not played quite as well outside of the 1 o'clock time slot just historically, and we know that because we played him all 3 times in the last 3 seasons that we've played him. We've played him in prime time. It is a night game, so they're doing this whole light up the link thing for the Eagles, or for the Eagles entrance. They're showing some of those performances, but I'm super glad that you're with us. And again, just feel free to drop a comment in the chat. I'd love to hear from you regarding what your thoughts are heading into this game. We got it's a big one, so it's definitely a game that's been highly anticipated. I do want to try to grab the Falcons inactives here. So yeah, just again the inactives for the inactives for the Eagles. Again, the big one, A.J. Brown, out with a hamstring injury. Devin White, who was out last week, is a healthy scratch. He is inactive as well this week. So those have been those are the big inactives there. Yeah, but last week we had some really good performance from Nakobe Dean, Zach Bond at linebacker, so I'm looking forward to seeing what those guys can bring to the table. Falcons inactives. So we've got Brandon Dorless. So defensive tackle Brandon Dorless. We also have Javon Gwynn as inactive. We have Antonio Hamilton Sr. inactive. He was actually on the injury list. He was dealing with some injury, but he's also a little bit farther down on the depth chart. Jace McClellan. So I'm just making some notes here. Then we got Rook Ohohoro. That's number 98. And then Brandon Parker. So again, just real quick to recap the inactives. So for the Falcons, it's Jace McClellan, Antonio Hamilton Sr., Brandon Dorlus, Javon Gwynn, and Brandon Parker, and Rook Ohohoro. We are just about 3 minutes away from kickoff here, so again, definitely drop a comment regarding your thoughts about this or heading into this game. Love to hear from you. But yeah, definitely. Again, so for me, I'm just looking forward to. For me, I'm just looking forward to seeing. This or how the Eagles are able to build off of the success from last week. That's going to be really important for them. It's going to be huge as the. So the team's that's going to be huge for this team here. So. All right, so it looks like Atlanta won the toss and deferred. So we have Atlanta getting ready to set things up for the kickoff, and this game is about to get underway. Glad you're with us. That would be Young Hoku. Bradley Pinion is getting ready to kick this off. So the kick is away. And it is going to be fielded at the 7, and it's going to be brought out to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, out to about the 32-yard line. So a pretty solid return there. And that for the Eagles is Will Shipley returning that. So that is a 28-yard return. It was fielded at the 5 officially, so we are underway. We got 14:54 left in this first quarter, so things are going. We got Jalen Hurts lining everybody up. And here we go. It's the first play. It's the first offensive play of this game, and Hurts is going to line up in the gun. We got Saquon Barkley lining up to his right. We got Devontae Smith going in motion to the far side. Hurts takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's got time. He's throwing. That's going to be caught, and that is going to be out beyond the 45-yard line down to about the 48-yard line. And that is Grant Calcaterra. Now, they will credit him up to the 47. So that is going to bring up a first down for the Eagles. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. So that was huge there. All right, so Hurts is now in the gun. We got Barkley to his right. Hurts takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Barkley, throws, caught by Britton Covey into Falcons territory down around the 45-yard line. And we have our first flag of the game here, folks. And it is an ineligible man downfield on the offense. They got Cam Jurgens for that. So that is going to march the Eagles back. That's going to negate the play. March them back 5 yards. So it's going to bring up 1st and 15. All right, so Hurts takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Barkley, and he's going to take it himself. He's going to pick up about 2 of that back. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 13 yards there. All right, Hurts takes a snap, dumps it off to Covey. Covey's going to get it up to the original line of scrimmage. So we're at 3rd and 10 now. I'm dealing with a technical issue here on my end, folks, so I appreciate your patience. I know it's creating a bunch of dead air here. I'm just dealing with a technical issue on my side. All right, so we got Hurts. All right, so we got 3rd and 10 here, or 3rd and 9 officially. Hurts is in the gun. Covey goes into the slot to the far side. We got an empty backfield. Hurts. Play clock winding down, calls for the football. He's going to take it himself. He's going to get past midfield down to about the 49-yard line, and that's where he's going to get stopped. So the ball does get back into Falcons territory, but it is going to end the drive there, and we will indubitably see the Eagles punt unit come on the field. All right, so we got Braden Mann on to punt this away. And that is going to get sent down, fielded at, or it's going to take a Eagles bounce, and it gets down to about the 7 is where the Falcons are going to pick up. So the Eagles pin the Falcons deep, and with 12 minutes left to go in the first quarter, we are all tied up. But yeah, definitely let me know what your thoughts are. So the first drive, good first look there. Good first couple plays. Bad mistake by Cam Jurgens, and the Eagles simply weren't able to recover. That's definitely, again, definitely a disappointing start there. But we'll see. We'll see how the Eagles are able to recover from that, and we'll see what the Eagles defense decides to do on this. That drive took 4 plays and it went 19 yards. Took 3 minutes. So But yeah, definitely let me know what your thoughts are about that drive. Again, I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, so the Falcons were unable to defeat the Steelers in Week 1, even though the Steelers didn't score a single touchdown in the game. So that does bode well for the Eagles, but the who are definitely a better team right now than the Steelers. But we should, again, that's not necessarily something, not reason to just write this team off here. All right, so we got Kirk Cousins lined up under center. We got a back in the backfield. Cousins takes the snap, hands it off. It's going to get up to about the 10-yard line, and that is Bijan Robinson. So Bijan Robinson, one of the folks that that was being talked about as potentially on the draft board for the Eagles, picks up a good 7 yards there, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Gets up to the 15. So Cousins under center. Man in motion. Cousins takes the snap, dumps it off to Robinson. Robinson is going to pick up the first down, gets to about the 23-yard line, and that is going to bring up 1st and 10. So we have a first down for the Falcons here. And that's going to bring it. So we got 1st and 10 here. We're at 11 minutes. Cousins under center, takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Robinson. Cousins is back looking, and it's tipped at the line and incomplete. Tipped at the line and incomplete. Nakobe Dean was right there, and just he could not. It was right there too. It could have been a pick, but he wasn't able to get to where the ball actually hit the ground. So that is going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Falcons from their own 22-yard line. Cousins in the gun, Robinson to his right. Cousins takes the snap, back, looking, throwing. It is going to be caught right around the 27-yard line, and that is caught by Drake London. So that is going to bring up a 3rd and 4 situation for the Falcons. So we got a 3rd and short for the Falcons. Can the Eagles get a stop for this team right here? So Vic Fangio up there, it does calls the defense from up in the booth, so we'll see what he decides to do for this team here. Cousins in the gun, takes the snap, back, looking, pressure coming. Cousins going to roll to his right and throws incomplete. He was looking for Bijan Robinson. Nakobe Dean was right there applying pressure, could not. And Robinson just simply could not hold on to the football. So that is going to bring up 4th down. So the Falcons start off the same way that the Eagles did. Quick first down, and then fizzles out shortly thereafter. And we will see the Falcons punt unit come on. So we will see Bradley Pinion come on again. And that ball is booted. And Covey's going to field that at the 26. He's going to roll outside to the 30. Up to the 35. So about a 10-yard pickup there on that return. Not bad. Not bad for Britton Covey. 9 yards officially. So we got 9:55 left in the first. And we're all knotted up at 0. Both teams have had a drive. So all right. Yeah, so again, initial thoughts, defense looks pretty good. Yeah, just initial thoughts, defense looked pretty good. Really liked how Nakobe Dean was able to make Bijan hear the footsteps. We do need to Bijan is going to need to be contained better over the course of this game. That drive, 5 plays, 20 yards, took 2 minutes and 5 seconds off the clock. But that was 14 yards on the ground for Bijan. So definitely an area to keep an eye on there. But yeah, again, let me know what your thoughts are in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear what's going on, what's going through your head regarding this game. $9:55 left in the first. A.J. Brown inactive due to a hamstring injury. Last week he had a 100-plus yard receiving game. It's the first time he had it since week 8 of 2023. And Hurts is getting everybody situated in the huddle here. So we're coming back from the commercial. So we have Hurts lining up in the gun. We got Barkley to his right. We got Jahan Dotson going in motion. Hurts takes it, hands it off to Barkley, who's going to pick up pretty much the first down. He gets a quick 10 yards out of that, and that was fast. That was a fast drive. Fast play there. He will only get up to about the 45-yard line, so it is going to be 2nd and 1 for the Eagles. But Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his right. Dotson in motion. Hurts takes a snap. Does a quick dump off to Dotson. Dotson down on the near side. Does get the first down. Gets down into Falcons territory down at the 49-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. For real this time in Falcons territory. So here we go. We've got Hurts in the gun. Barkley is behind him. There's a bunch formation to the far side. Devontae Smith goes in motion to the near side. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's going to fight this time to get down to the 40-yard line, but that is a solid 9-yard pickup. So Saquon Barkley powering forward, gets 9 yards, fighting off defenders. Really good blocking by the offensive line. And that is going to bring up 2nd and 1 for the Eagles from the Atlanta Falcons 40-yard line. Eagles moving the ball right now. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his right. Grant Calcaterra going in motion to the near side. Hurts takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Barkley. Hurts going to roll out to his right, throws, caught by Calcaterra. Gets out of bounds, but it is complete for a first down. Gets down to the 36-yard line of the Falcons. So here we go. First down. We are at 7:45 left in the first quarter here. Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his right. Dotson wide out to the near side. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to roll. Gets to the 30. Gets down to the 26-yard line. That is going to be a first down for the Eagles. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Gets down to the 26-yard line. So Barkley, number 26, gets to the 26. And it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles here. So now the Eagles' first drive didn't utilize Saquon Barkley a whole lot. Jalen Hurts had a designed QB run. Now they're using him, and it's showing here. Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his left. Dotson wide out to the near side. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to get inside the red zone, down to the 16, down to the 15-yard line, and that is going to bring up an Eagles first down, and we are inside of 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in this first quarter here. So, yeah. Barkley is carrying this drive right now on his legs, which is awesome. 6.5 left in the first quarter here. Hurts in the gun. Gainwell behind him. Sends Smith in motion. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell's going to pick up about 4 there. So they're giving Barkley a little bit of rest here right now. But they've got Kenny Gainwell in. Typically, this is kind of the area of the field where they'll use Kenny Gainwell a little bit more. So it does track. So we got a 2nd and 6 from the Atlanta 11 after a 4-yard pickup here. So we got Hurts now in the gun. Gainwell's lining up to his left. Devontae Smith is in the slot to the far side. Dotson goes in motion to the far side. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Gainwell. Gainwell's going to pick up about 2. Does get inside the 10 down to the 9, depending on where they spot it. They will give him up to the 9. So it's a 2-yard pickup. But that is going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. So the Eagles have a critical 3rd down here. Eagles obviously right now thinking 6 points as opposed to settling for a field goal. So they have Barkley back in. Barkley's going to line up wide out to the near side. Then he's going to go in motion and reset at Jalen Hurts' right. Hurts takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's looking. He's still looking. He's going to roll out to his left. Hurts going to throw. And it is incomplete. He was looking for Johnny Wilson and could not haul it in. And that is going to bring up 4th and 4 for the Eagles from the 9. So we will probably see Jake Elliott coming out for the field goal. Yeah, Hurts had Wilson. Yeah, that Wilson was covered. Oh no, they're gonna leave the offense out on the field. They might just be trying to draw him off sides. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his right, and now he's just gonna call timeout. So we do have our first called timeout of the game. So that is going to be the Eagles' first timeout. We have 4:45 left in the first half. Or left in the first quarter. I apologize. And they're going to talk about this over on the sideline here. No indication right now that the Eagles are in go mode here. Eagles taking a moment to think about it. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think they should go for it here or settle for 3? They only need to get down to the 5-yard line. Hurts in the gun, back to his right. Barkley moves farther out. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's still looking. He's getting pressure coming now. Hurts is going to throw, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert. Goddard's looking for a flag. He's not going to get one, and that is going to be a turnover on down. So the Eagles get deep into the red zone and come out with nothing there. So a little bit of an interesting decision. That's one of those where if it worked out, everybody would be like, oh, Nick Sirianni's a genius. Kellen Moore's a genius. But this is going to be one that's going to be asked about probably in the press conference. Hindsight's always 20/20. Certainly in that situation, I can see why you would have gone for it, but you got to have you got to have a plan to get to the 5-yard line. All you needed was 4 yards. You get to the 5. It's a first down. No reason that Hurts needed to. Hurts could have taken off himself there, and probably could have picked up the 4 yards. A little bit of poor decision making there on everybody's part. But yeah, I mean, that was my thinking here. Is like you're at 3rd and short, 4th and short. Why are you passing? Why are you passing? You don't need to get the ball in the end zone there. Obviously, it would be great. Yeah, you pick up the 4, but you don't need to. That's the kind of decision making that occurred last year towards the end of it that really made people scratch their heads. So. In any event, so it's 4:38 left in the first quarter here. The Falcons will get the ball on their own 9-yard line. And if we have if there's a motion involved, like if there's emotion involved, that's where things can maybe go a little bit awry. Or if there's like momentum, what have you. Yeah. Before the game, the Eagles did honor Nick Foles. Nick Foles, of course, the quarterback for Super Bowl 52, quarterback behind the Philly Special, or who ran the Philly Special. So he was honored. He was in a special retirement ceremony. So yeah. So we are back. We got Cousins under center. Bijan deep behind him. Cousins takes a snap, hands it to Bijan. Bijan is going to pick up about 2. Gets up to the 11 and is brought down by Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean will get credit for that. So 2nd and 8 for the Falcons from their own 11. Can the Eagles stop them deep, or can the Eagles stop them before they pick up a bunch of yards? We're approaching 4 minutes left in the first quarter here. Cousins in the gun, back to his left. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson is going to pick up the first down, gets out past the 20, down to the 25-yard line. And that is where the Falcons will pick it up there. So the Falcons do get a first down. It will be 1st and 10 from the 25. So here we go. We got 1st and 10. Cousins is in the gun. We got a back to his right, and then we got a back behind Cousins. Cousins is going to take the snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson going to roll to the outside. Picks up about 3 on the run. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 situation. Gets up to the 28-yard line. Vic Fangio again calling this game on the defensive end. We are approaching 3 minutes left in the first quarter here. Cousins under center. You got a back behind him. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off, and that's going to get wrapped up immediately. Gets to about the 30, though. Is able to pick up a bunch there. They will credit him up to the 31, so it's going to be 3rd and 4. That is Algier on that run there. That is Tyler Algier. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short situation for the Falcons. So a big 3rd down here for the Eagles defense. So we got Cousins in the gun, back to his right. Cousins takes a snap, throws, and that is very nearly picked off. It is incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell was right there, and he just could not stay in bounds. Quinyon Mitchell undercuts the route of number 5, who is Drake London, and then Quinyon Mitchell just could not keep his right foot in bounds there. Yeah, he doesn't have control. That's a good call by the refs. So it is 4th and 4. The punting unit is on the field, and the Falcons will boot it away. Covey is going to field this. He's going to fair catch it at the 25-ish yard line. So that is where the Eagles will pick up. We have less than 2 minutes, 1 minute 54 seconds to be precise, left to play in the first quarter, and we are scoreless. So, big play by the defense. Big play by the defense to shut that down, force the Falcons to punt. Now we need the Eagles' offense to turn it on here. They did a good job on that last drive. We'll see if they can capitalize on that. Again, sticking with running the football here, right? So you had, Saquon Barkley was moving the ball pretty well. He's got 4 carries for 39 yards already. So I think more of that is going to be needed here. We need to keep utilizing Saquon Barkley if we're going to be successful in this game. So Kenny Gainwell, 2 carries for 6 yards. Jalen Hurts, 2 carries for 5 yards. And then Jalen Hurts so far in the passing game is 4 for 6. So all right, so we are back from the commercial break. There's a Monday night doubleheader next week, so they're promoting that. It's going to be Jaguars at Bills and then Commanders at Bengals. Neither of those 2 matchups are particularly compelling for me, in my opinion. Maybe Jaguars-Bills will be a little bit more interesting, at least to watch. We'll say the interception that they're showing right now by Taylor Britt, that really was impressive. I will give him that. That was absolutely impressive. I saw that yesterday in Red Zone. That was pretty cool. All right, so we got 1st and 10. Ball is on the 25-yard line for the Eagles. So we got Hurts in the gun. We got Barkley behind him. We got Devontae Smith wide out to the near side. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is going to get stuffed at the 26-yard line. So he picks up 1 there. So it's not a complete wash, but it is going to bring up 2nd and 9. Taquan Graham is going to get the credit for that, or Taquan Graham, um, to make sure that I'm pronouncing that correctly. All right. So we got Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his left. Calcaterra goes in motion to the near side. Hurts takes the snap. Back, looking, throwing, caught Devontae Smith right at the 31-yard line. And that is going to bring up a 3rd and short situation. So we got 3rd and 4, 3rd and short situation here. From the 31. So, again, I would like to see a run play here. And whatever happens, no 3 and outs. We are in the final minute of the first quarter. Hurts in the gun. We got Barkley to his right. Hurts sends Barkley in motion, takes a snap. Back, looking, pressure's coming. Hurts evades 1 sack. Rolling out to his right. Hurts is going to throw. It is incomplete, out of bounds. And this will definitely send the punting unit on the field. He was looking for Devontae Smith, but there was no chance that Devontae Smith was catching that in bounds. So it is going to be 4th down, and that will send the punting unit on the field. So that is the first 3 and out by either team tonight. And that was nearly picked off. So Braden Mann out to punt this away. And that is going to get fielded at the 16. Gets up to the 20, up to the 25, up to the 30 before he's run out of bounds. And that is where he's actually going to get run out of bounds at the 27-yard line officially. And that is where the Falcons will take over. So we have 17 seconds left in the first quarter. And it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Falcons. So, Eagles defense doing a really good job, though, right now, holding Kirk Cousins and the Falcons offense, limiting them. Kirk Cousins has been 1 for 4 for 6 yards so far tonight. So, and Cousins is going to line up under center. Got a back behind him. We got London going in motion to the near side. Her Cousins takes a snap, back, looking, throwing, and is that caught? That is caught out at about the 46-yard line now. He gets up and can't advance it because he's hit by Bryce Huff, but that is going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, and the Falcons are on the doorstep of Eagles territory. It is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons when we come back from the come back into the second quarter. So we are 15 minutes of the way through this game, and we are all knotted up at 0. So, 15 minutes of the way through the game. What are your thoughts? Drop a comment. Love to hear from you. For me, 15 minutes of the way through the game, not a whole lot to write home about, guys. Just being very, very honest about that. You have you have this team who, you have a really good defense. Defense has been good so far. Again, holding Kirk Cousins 2 for 5, 25 yards. That last pass was his longest pass so far. Bijan Robinson has done a little bit of damage, 5 carries for 33 yards so far in this game. Drake London has been the biggest target and the biggest receiver so far, so that would be somebody that the Eagles are going to need to pay some special attention to. at least defensively. Again, though, the defense has been doing a pretty good job. Offense needs to wake up. Offense got pretty close. Again, just some bad decision making towards the end there. Thank God Kirk Cousins did not see Ray McCloud on that one, because if he sees Ray McCloud, he's still running. They miscredited it, by the way. It is C.J. Gardner-Johnson that got the credit for the tackle there on that last play of the first quarter. So Cousins lines up under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Algier. Algier is going to get up to the 49-yard line and is going to be stopped there. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 situation here. They're actually going to credit him up to the 50, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So Cousins under center, back behind him. Man in motion to the near side. Cousins takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Cousins back looking, throwing. That is caught for a first down. Gets down to the 40-yard line. That is Algier down to about the Eagles' 39. They actually are crediting them to the 38. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Falcons here. So we got Cousins lining up under center. Algier in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Algier. Algier going to roll out to the outside, to the far side, gets up to about the 30, down to the 25, down to about the 21-yard line. They are going to mark him down at the 23, though, so it's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Reed Blankenship was there on the tackle. So we got 1st and 10, Cousins under center, back in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off, and now we've got a fumble, and they're going to lose yards on this. Now Bijan Robinson does hold on to this, so it is going to be Falcons' ball. It's going to be 2nd down, but they're losing yards. That was a mishandled trade-off there. Mishandled handoff is what caused the fumble. Zach Bond was right there, though. So, 2nd and 11 for the Falcons. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson going to pick up about 2. It's going to get back to the 22-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 for the Falcons. We have a big 3rd down moment right here. We are at 12 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Cousins in the gun, back to his left, man in motion. Cousins takes a snap, and he's just going to throw it to the ground. That should be grounding. That was not an immediate spike. Oh no, the Falcons called a timeout. So Falcons called a timeout to try to get that addressed. So first timeout taken by Atlanta of the half. So both teams have 2 left here. We're backing up to 12:08. All right. 6 plays, 51 yards. Hopefully this is the last play of this drive. Cousins takes a snap. Cousins is back in the gun, takes a snap. Back, looking. Pressure's coming. Cousins going to keep it. Going to get up to about the 21-yard line, and that is where he's going to stop. So we are inside of 12 minutes left to play in the first half here. fourth down, and that is probably going to send the field goal unit on for the Falcons. So Bryce Huff was getting there. Bryce Huff was kind of getting help a little bit up by number 76. All right, so we got 4th and 8. It's going to be a 39-yard attempt for the Falcons by Young Ho Koo. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. So, with 11 minutes and 22 seconds left to play in this first half, the Falcons get deep into Eagles territory but have to settle for a field goal. So it is 3-0 in favor of the Falcons right now. And now the question is, how do the Eagles answer here? Because the Eagles, very simply put, the offense needs to step up here. Eagles defense was pushed back a little bit. This is the longest drive the Falcons had so far this game. 8 plays, 52 yards, took 3 minutes and 55 seconds. And the Falcons did a really good job of utilizing. Certainly, they had a really big play, and Algier is now somebody that we need to keep our eyes on. Because Algier, 3 carries for 22 yards so far this game, and actually 2 of those 3 were on that drive. So yeah, so Algier is somebody we're gonna have to keep our eyes on. But yeah, it basically right now it's time for the Eagles offense to step up here and help the defense out, because the Eagles have the capability to do this here. They're showing some replays right now, showing some film analysis as we look at Barkley, some of those Saquon Barkley runs. Again, we're really fortunate to have him. So we have 11:22 left in this first half. The Falcons are going to go ahead and kick it off. And that is going to get fielded in the end zone for a touchback. So the Eagles will get the ball to start at their own 30-yard line. Remember, the ball has to land in the landing zone. If there are three different touchback spots, right? So if the ball lands in the landing zone and goes out of the end zone, it is a touchback. The Eagles get it at the 20. If the ball sails through the end zone, the Eagles get the ball at the 30. If the ball never makes it to the landing zone, then the Eagles get the ball at the 40. So we have Hurts in the gun, back to his right. Dobson going in motion to the far side. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to try to pick up a bunch there. Initially hit the line, but was able to make on a second effort, was able to pick up about 4. So that is going to bring up a 2nd and 6 situation for the Eagles. So we got Hurts now lining everybody up. Hurts is going to be in the gun, back to his right. Goddard goes in motion to the far side. Hurts takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Barkley. Pressure coming. Hurts looking, firing, caught into Falcons territory. That is Devontae Smith. That is a huge pickup there. That is an 18-yard reception, gets down to the 48-yard line of the Falcons, and the Eagles have a first down. So the Eagles again moving the ball here. Hurts in the gun, takes a snap. He's back, he's looking. He's going to roll out to his right. Hurts, just going to throw it away. Devontae Smith was in the general area, but that was uncatchable, so out of bounds. Second and 10 for the Eagles. We got clock stopped at 10:05 left in this first half. So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Hurts in the gun. Saquon Barkley behind him. Devontae Smith wide out to the near side. Hurts takes a snap. Hands it off to Barkley, who's going to get dropped in the backfield. They're going to lose about 2. Barkley's able to get up to midfield, and that's it. And we are inside of 10 minutes left in the first half here. Remember, the Falcons do get the ball to start the second half, so that should factor into any decisions here. So we got 3rd and 12. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Smith wide out to the near side. Hurts takes the snap. Back, looking, throwing. That is going to be caught and is going to be brought down at the 41-yard line. And that is Dallas Goedert. So we have a 4th and 3 situation here. 4th and 3 at the Falcons' 41-yard line. So we're out of brotherly shove range, obviously. But we got Hurts now in the gun. So the Eagles will leave the offense out on the field. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Covey going in motion. Hurts takes a snap. Back. Looking. Has time. Running out of time. Going to take off. Is going to pick up the first down. Gets down to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. He slides. And that is going to be an Eagles first down. That is a big first down pickup there for the Eagles. And we do have a flag as well because on that slide, Jalen Hurts was contacted in the head. So that is that when the quarterback slides feet first, he's giving himself up. So in exchange for being marked down where he starts the slide, he is given certain defenseless player protections. No, they're going to call delay of game on Jalen Hurts for spiking the ball at the end of that run. So I did see contact to the helmet though. So I don't know why they didn't call that. All right, so we got 8:28 left in the first half here. Yeah, that should have been called. He was definitely contacted in the head. You can't do that. You can't do that when you slide. I'm sorry. All right, so clock is running. We are at 8:20 now left to play in the first half here. Ball's on the 23. It's going to be 1st and 15 following the penalty. Hurts is under center. Calcaterra goes in motion. Hurts takes a snap, dumps it off to Barkley. Barkley going to roll out to the outside and lose about 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 20 now for the Eagles from the 28-yard line of the Falcons. So Eagles have a little bit of a hole that they need to get themselves out of right now. So we got 2nd and 20. We're at 7:40 left in the first half. Again, feel free to drop some thoughts in the comments. Love to hear from you. We got Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Hurts takes a snap. He's back. He is going to take off. Hurts going to get up to the 19-yard line, so he's going to get the penalty yards back for the most part there. Gets up to, it's going to bring up 3rd and 11. So we got a 3rd now and 2 sticks for the Eagles. And that was Kenny Gainwell that was in there. I apologize, as the back. All right, so 3rd and 11. Ball is on the 19-yard line of the Falcons. Eagles have to get to the 8 for a first down. Hurts is in the gun. We have an empty backfield. Jahan Dotson wide out to the near side. Hurts takes a snap. Back. He's going to roll out to his right. He is going to take off. He is going to get down, and he is going to pick up the first down. Gets down to the 5-yard line, and that is going to be a 1st and goal situation for the Eagles. So Jalen Hurts picking up the yards on his legs, and we've got 1st and goal at the Falcons' 4-yard line. So it's good to see Jalen Hurts run a little bit more too. Hurts in the gun, fakes the handoff, throws, and it's at the feet of Goddard, incomplete. And we do have a flag on that play, so we're going to check on the flag here. And it's another ineligible man downfield. They get Lane Johnson this time for that. So that is going to march the Eagles back 5 yards. So it's gonna be 1st and goal now from the 9-yard line. So we got 6:05 left in the first half here. Eagles on the doorstep of the Falcons' end zone. It's 1st and goal from the 9. This has been a 9-play, 61-yard drive. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Hurts takes a snap, fakes a handoff to Barkley, throws to Covey. Covey going to get down to about the 6-yard line before he's stopped. They will credit him only to the 7, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Covey is active in the wide receiver spot, given given AJ Brown not being in the game. Covey normally does punt returns. All right, so we got 5.5-ish left in this first half here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Falcons have not allowed a touchdown this season. Eagles are on the doorstep here. Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his left. Hurts takes a snap. Back. Looking. Pressure coming. Hurts is going to throw, and that is a touchdown. Devontae Smith. That is a touchdown for Devontae Smith. And the Eagles are on the board. It's the first touchdown of the season at Lincoln Financial Field. And it's the culmination of an 11-play, 70-yard drive that took 6 minutes and 7 seconds. And now we have Jake Elliott on for the point after touchdown attempt. Elliott's snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. And with 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to play in this first half, the Philadelphia Eagles are on top, 7-3. So, big first down there for big touchdown there for the Eagles. Big drive. Again, 6 minutes and 7 seconds. If the Eagles can keep stringing together drives that are going to take that much time off the clock, and especially if those drives are going to end in points, if they're going to end in touchdowns, that's the kind of stuff that we want to see going forward. We want to see these these long drives. We want to see these drives that are going to end in points. Eagles right now are beating the Atlanta Falcons in the time of possession game by a whopping 8 minutes. So, it's 16:01 to 8:44 so far. Now, Falcons are going to get an opportunity to try to gain some ground there on their next possession. But holding the Falcons to 3 there was huge. And then the Eagles came back and answered with the first touchdown at Lincoln Financial Field. So, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Again, I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, this is that was a pretty good. Again, that was a pretty solid drive there. And mad credit as well to Jalen Hurts for being able to keep that drive going on his feet, using his legs. There was some question about that in the earlier drive, but this drive that just happened there, I mean, he was really able to successfully do that. So yeah, huge. That's huge when you're able as a quarterback to be able to do that. We're at 5:15 left in the first half here. Eagles are on to kick this away. We'll see if the Eagles defense can do something here. Braden Mann gives it the boot, and that's going to get fielded at the 2. That's going to get brought out to the 20. That's going to get brought to the 23-yard line. So that is the first returned kickoff of this game. And we do have a flag down. So we're going to check on this flag here. Right at about the spot where where he was brought down. So and that is going to go against the Falcons. That is an illegal block in the back on J.D. Bertrand. So that is going to march them back about 10 yards. So that's going to knock 10 yards off the return. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. So the Falcons are once again going to start a drive deep in their own territory. So we got Cousins lining up under center. We have a back in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off, and is going to get up to about the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 2, and that is on that run is Ray McLeod. So picks up 2 yards there, pushed out of bounds by Zach Bond. And we're inside of 5 minutes left in this first half. We're actually 47, 46, 445, 444, 443. Cousins is under center. Cousins takes the snap. Back looking, throwing, and that is going to be caught behind the line of scrimmage and is going to pick up maybe a yard or 2 on that. They'll probably credit them for 2. Yes, they will credit them for 2. 3rd and 6. That was Kyle Pitts there, the tight end on the reception. So now we've got a 3rd and long situation for the Falcons. It's 3rd and 6. We've got 4 minutes and 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 seconds left in this first half here. Clock is still running. Cousins in the gun, back to his right, takes a snap, back looking, pressure coming. Cousins throws, that is caught wide open caught down the middle is Ray McLeod there again, so that is going to be about a 15-yard pickup on that. He is hit pretty immediately, so gets up to the 30. It's a 12-yard pickup. Reed Blankenship there does get the stop, and that is going to bring up a First down for the Falcons here. So Cousins under center. Man in motion. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson going to roll to the outside and is going to pick up a first down. So that's going to get up to about the 40. Actually, they're going to mark him a yard short. 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line. So we are at about 3 minutes. 3 minutes left in this first half. Cousins under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson going to pick up a first down, gets into Eagles territory, and is going to get down to about the 47 there. We do have a flag down, so we'll check on this flag. Looks like it's coming back. Players are walking back. Now they're going to pick up the flag. So play stands. 1st and 10 from the 47 of the Eagles. That was a 15-yard pickup there by Bijan. So we got 2:46 left in this first half. Cousins under center. Back in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Robinson. Cousins back looking, fakes a throw, and is going to get sacked. And we do have a flag down. So Cousins faked everybody out on that throw, including the cameraman. Cameraman shot down looking for that football. And it looks like this might be against the Falcons. Now they're going to get Nakobe Dean for illegal contact. So that does negate a sack there. Yeah, that's illegal contact. Dean, that was beyond 5 yards, so... So it is going to be 1st and 10 for the Falcons at the Eagles' 41-yard line after the penalty. Cousins is in the gun. We have an empty backfield. Cousins takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. Pressure's coming. Cousins going to throw, and that is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Bijan Robinson. Avonte Maddox was there on the coverage. That would have been a first down if he had caught that. He was down at about the 29-yard line, so... But he could not hold on to it, and that is going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. So Cousins now in the gun. Back to his right. Man in motion. Cousins takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. Pressure's coming. Cousins going to throw. That is going to be caught by Ray McLeod, and that is going to be a Falcons first down. Gets down to about the 27-yard line of the Eagles. And now we have a flag that just got thrown. So we're going to check on this flag, but somebody was not happy. Oh, McLeod threw a punch. That's going to get him thrown out of this game. C.J. Gardner-Johnson had some words, but McLeod threw a punch. So New York has to review all disqualifications, so that's why they didn't initially announce it. They did ding the Falcons for unnecessary roughness, but this is It did go back to, it is going to be the 2-minute warning. It looks like we're taking the 2-minute warning break here. But yeah, that's going to march the Falcons back to the Eagles' 38-yard line after that, after an 18-yard reception there. So, yeah, it looks like they had some words for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Or C.J. Gardner-Johnson had some words for him, and then I don't know what it was. I don't know what the initial thing was. There may have been some initial contact by CJ, but you can't throw a punch. And they're probably gonna look at this again. They're gonna look at this between the downs there. Usually, throwing a punch is cause for disqualification from the game. So, but we are coming back from the 2-minute warning here. All right, so they did not disqualify Ray McCloud. All right, Cousins is in the gun. We got to back to his right. Cousins takes the snap. Back, looking. Cousins going to throw. It's caught by Robinson. Robinson is going to get up to about the 31-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 3 from the Eagles' 31-yard line. Clock is running. Both teams have 2 timeouts left in this first half here. And the Falcons do get the ball to start the second half. So we got Cousins lining up under center. We got a back in the backfield, man in motion. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson is going to go, gets down to about the 17-yard line. So that is going to bring up a Falcons first down. Again, the clock continues to run. We've got about 70 seconds left in this first half here. All right, we are inside of 60 seconds left in the first half. Cousins under center, back in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Algier. Algier is going to get up to about the 13. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Falcons. So 2nd and 6. Cousins is in the gun. Algier to his right. Cousins takes a snap. Hands it off to Algier. Algier going to pick up the first down. Gets down to the 6-yard line. So it is going to bring up 1st and goal for the Falcons from the Eagles' 6. They're actually only going to credit him to the 7. So, and that is where the Falcons are going to take their 2nd charged timeout of the half. They have 1 remaining. And this will give the Eagles a little bit of a break here because the Eagles need to... this drive has gone 11 plays for 80 yards, and it's taken 4 minutes and 49 seconds. So it's been a long drive. First and goal. So the Eagles need to make a goal line stand here. Cousins is in the gun, empty backfield. Cousins takes a snap, quick throw to Robinson. Robinson is going to get stuffed immediately. There are flags down, though. They're going to get Brandon Graham for a face mask, so, and he knew it. He knew it. The second that he did that, he knew it. So that's going to be half the distance to the goal, so it's going to be first and goal from the 3 now instead of from the 6. Would have been a loss of a couple there on that if Eagles had tackled properly. But we have a first and goal with 22 seconds left on the clock in this first half here. Ball is on the 3-yard line now. Cousins is in the gun. Bijan to his right. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson, who is not going to get there. He's going to get stopped about a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. And that is going to bring up a second and goal situation from the 4. And the Falcons will take their third and final charged timeout of this half. So the Falcons are out of timeouts for this half. They'll obviously get 3 more at the start of the third quarter. Eagles need to make a huge goal line stand here. 17 seconds left in the first half. Eagles fans cheering. Can they keep the Falcons out of the end zone? Falcons break the huddle quickly. Cousins in the gun, back to his left. Cousins takes a snap. He's back. Pressure coming. Cousins throwing. Incomplete. He was looking for Darnell Mooney and could not find him. That is going to bring up a third and goal situation. There are 14 seconds left on the clock here. Holding the Falcons to a field goal would be huge. He underthrew him a little bit there. Let him a little too much. So it's third and goal now from the 4. Cousins in the gun. Bijan to his right. Now the Eagles are going to take a timeout. So the Eagles will take their second charge timeout of the half. They have 1 remaining. So it's been a low-scoring affair this first half. So the Eagles' defense decides what it wants to do. All right. Cousins in the gun. Bijan to his right. Man in motion to the near side. Cousins takes the snap. Back. Looking. Pressure coming, and he's just going to throw it out of the end zone. And that is going to bring up fourth and goal for the Falcons. And that will send the kicking unit on to attempt a little bit of a chip shot here. Fourth and goal from the 4. Cousins couldn't really see it. There were a couple of guys open, I guess, in the end zone, but couldn't really see him. So it's a 22-yard chip shot for Young Ho Kim. Or Young Ho Koo, I apologize. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. With 6 seconds left in the first half. The Falcons have tightened it up. It is Eagles 7, Falcons 6. Now again, the Eagles will get the ball to start the second half. The Falcons will get the ball to start the second half. So the Eagles, in a best case scenario, will get the ball somewhere on the field with about 6 seconds left. Probably in a best case scenario, Eagles get the ball at the 30-yard line, 6 seconds left in the first half. And they could try something if they wanted to, or they could just kneel in the halftime. But we'll see what they decide to do on that front there. Again, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Falcons getting ready to kick things off. We're just waiting on we're still in the commercial break here. But again, definitely feel free to drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're new here, please feel free to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. So, we are back from the commercial break here. Again, it's 7-6. Eagles hoping to rise to 2-0. Atlanta trying to get their first win of the season here. Bradley Pinion on to kick this away. And that is going to sail out of, or it's going to get fielded about 6 yards deep in the end zone by Kenny Gainwell, and that's going to be a touchback. So the Eagles will get the ball at the 30, and they've got time maybe for one play. They do have one timeout, but they're not going to, unless it's a quick hit down the sideline. For 2 and they get out of and they get down with about 2 seconds left or what have you. This is going to be it. Nope, they're lining up to kneel it in. So the game is going into halftime, folks. So, yep, this game is going into halftime. And at halftime, the score is 7-6. So, the Eagles will get the ball. The Falcons will get the ball to start the second half. So we'll see what they have. See what's going on there on that front. But yeah, let's take some time here and talk about this game. Yep, 1 point lead at the half. So here we go. This is where things stand so far in this game. Halfway through the game here. Let's take a look. We'll start with some of those team stats here. 9 first downs for the Eagles compared to 12 for the Falcons. So Eagles defense, after having a really good first quarter, it started to get taken advantage of a little bit in the second quarter. So Vic Fangio is going to have some opportunity, hopefully, to make some adjustments and see how the Eagles coverage is able to tamp down on that. The Monday Night Football halftime show is featuring Jason Kelce, and Jason Kelce will be in the broadcast booth of Monday Night Football for the third quarter. So just something to bear in mind on that front there. The biggest numbers of concern for me right now, third downs. Eagles are doing a great job of shutting the Falcons down on third down. Problem is, a lot of the Falcons' first downs have not come on that. They've been getting first downs on first or second down, so they haven't been putting the Falcons in a ton of third down situations here. But the Falcons are 1 for 5. The Eagles are 1 for 5. So certainly an area of concern for me there. Eagles are 1 for 2 on fourth down. The one was a really solid Jalen Hurts run. Eagles making a bunch more mistakes here in this game. The Eagles were called twice for ineligible man downfield, so something the offensive line needs to focus on a little bit. So that was definitely a problem, and then you had some other issues there. Falcons, for the most part, have been relatively penalty-free. They had the one where Ray McLeod threw a punch, so that drew a 15-yard penalty. And then they had another foul as well that shut some things down there. So yeah, we had the teams are about even, maybe 20 yards off in terms of total offensive yards so far. Eagles have had 2 fewer plays than the Falcons have, so that certainly contributes to it. And both teams utilizing the ground game relatively well here. 16 and 18 carries respectively for each team, for the Eagles and the Falcons. Both teams closing in on that 100-yard rushing mark. Saquon Barkley's been a little bit quieter in the second half, which is definitely something to think about. I'd love to see a little bit more of him. But yeah, Saquon Barkley, 8 carries, 37 yards. Jalen Hurts right now has been the bigger rusher. He has 8 carries for 51 yards. Now, one of them obviously was the kneel down that sent this game into halftime. Hurts 9 for 13, so he's been relatively good in the passing game. For 70 yards, 1 touchdown, no turnovers yet, which is always good. 107.9 passer rating through 30 minutes of play. Meanwhile, Kirk Cousins, 7 for 13 in the passing game, 75 yards. The Falcons have been kept out of the end zone, which is always a good sign. For the Eagles defense, needing to keep that ball, or keep the ball pretty much out of the end zone for the that's huge. Couple of things to just to note. So Ray McLeod, we need to keep our eyes on. He's got 2 catches for 30 yards. Bijan Robinson starting to pick up a little bit. He's got 10 carries for 72 yards. So in the first quarter, Tyler Algier was a little bit more of my concern ending the first quarter, and now Bijan Robinson has turned the Jets on a little bit. But yeah, Ray McLeod also has 1 carry for 3 yards as on his own. Drake London, also somebody to be mindful of. Nobody else has really made a huge dent in terms of the Eagles there. Eagles defense, again, no turnovers, so to speak, right now. There was 1 fumble. Kirk Cousins fumbled it was scored as a Kirk Cousins fumble. that Bijan Robinson recovered. It was on a handoff. It was deep in Eagles territory, actually on that drive. So on that last drive there. So definitely a little bit of a missed opportunity on that front. But right now the Eagles are holding on to a 1-point lead, and we'll see Eagles. We've still got about less than 6 minutes or so before the third quarter. While we're here, so the other big, so there were a couple of big things here, obviously. So I was down actually in the sports complex area before the game started, and it was just an electric atmosphere. It was a really, really, really electric atmosphere down there, and that's you could tell football was back. Football was back in Philadelphia. There's never a feeling like it. And ESPN pulled out all the stops as well in that regard. So had 2 live broadcasts going from Xfinity Live. Other big news in the Philly sports arena. It is 5-1 in Milwaukee in favor of Milwaukee. So the Philadelphia Phillies are playing the Milwaukee Brewers. It is 5-1 over there. Milwaukee is on top. So that's actually a critical series for the Phillies, because if the Phillies are hoping to put some additional distance between them and the Milwaukee Brewers, who are the number 3 team in the National League playoffs. So if the Eagles are looking for, first off, obviously, to make the playoffs, their magic number's 5. And then they're also looking to put some distance between themselves and the Milwaukee Brewers to try to make sure that they can hold on to the number 1 seed, which will give them a first-round bye. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are about this Eagles game. I'd love to hear from you regarding that. What are your thoughts? If you're an Eagles fans, what do you think the Eagles need to do to hold on to this game going forward? And then obviously Falcons fans, if you're a Falcons fan, certainly similar question to you. Certainly, I think my bet is that there are more Eagles fans than Falcons fans here, but we got about 3 minutes left before the second half picks back up. So just by way of a heads up there, that's where we're at in terms of timing wise. And if you're new here, definitely feel free to like and subscribe, share. Really helps the channel out. Have some really exciting content for you coming out over the next couple days. Obviously there will be a post-game after this game is over, so there will be a post-game episode. You may have noticed a new hat. If you're not new here, you may have noticed a new hat. That hat there specifically. Let me pull it. This hat is the season ticket holder gift, and there was a really cool experience that was surrounding that. So we're going to be talking to somebody from the Eagles this week that put that together. Somebody from our the Eagles Vice President of Fan Services, is going to come on as a guest to the Birds Nest podcast. We'll talk a little bit about this. But yeah, this was a really cool gift. It was really customized. There's a number of patches here. So it gives you the section that your seats are in, as well as the year that you became a season ticket holder. My family has had season tickets to the Eagles since Franklin Field, so we've had them for a long time. But yeah, this was that, and it came with a really cool experience. You got to go to Lincoln Financial Field. You got to see, got to go onto the field, take your photo with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. It was really it was a great, just thank you opportunity for the team to put that together. So we'll talk to the Eagles Vice President of Fan Services later on this week. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then obviously, so we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about some other stuff as well. We are coming back from the halftime break, so they just ran first half highlights. Again, Jason Kelsey is going to be joining the Monday Night Football broadcast booth, so I imagine that there will be that a bunch of you are going to want to check that out. So that's going to be in the third quarter. It's been a defensive slugfest right now. And the Falcons definitely look a lot better in the second quarter than in the first quarter. So we'll see how the Eagles decide to answer in that regard. Coming back, we got 30 minutes of play left in this game. And that ball is going to get booted. And it's going to get fielded in the end zone for a touchback. So the Falcons will get things going from their own 30-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Nick Sirianni is 25-6 when leading at halftime in his career. So we got Cousins lining up under center. Takes a snap, back looking, throws. It is going to be caught by Bijan down around the 37-yard line. So that is going to bring up a 2nd and short. So here we go. We got Cousins now lining up in the gun. Empty backfield. Cousins lines up under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson going to pick up the first down, gets into Eagles territory. Down to around the 44-yard line is where they're going to mark him out of bounds. And that's going to bring up a 1st and 10. So Falcons picking up right where they left off, moving the ball relatively effectively here. Handing it off to Bijan. So we got 1st and 10 now. Cousins under center. Bijan in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Bijan. Bijan going to go up the middle, gets to the 39-yard line where he's going to get stopped. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Falcons. We're at 13:40 left in the third. Eagles defense needs a big stop quickly. Cousins under center, ball on the 39. Bijan in the backfield. Cousins takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Bijan. Pressure coming. Now he's going to throw to Bijan, who's going to pick up the first down, gets down to the 30, down to the 25-yard line, and that's where he's going to get stopped. Reed Blankenship does come up with the tackle there, but not before Bijan picks up a good solid 13 yards, and that is going to give a first down to the Falcons. So 1st and 10 from the 26 of the Eagles. That's where they're going to officially mark him. Bijan, 12 carries for 96 yards so far this game. He's also got 3 catches for 27 yards. Cousins, under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Algier. Algier going to roll out to the outside. Algier going to pick up the first down, gets down to the 15-yard line, and this Eagles defense is getting run all over. So I don't know what happened there in the locker room, but not looking great right now for the Eagles' run defense. So we got Cousins lining up under center. Algier in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Algier. Algier going to get down to the 10, down to the 9-yard line is where it's going to get marked down. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 situation. Eagles looking a little bit winded here. Got 11:45 left in the third. So we got Cousins lining up under center. We got Algier in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, dumps it off to Algier. Algier going to roll out to the outside and is going to pick up about 2. So it's going to be a 3rd down. So the Falcons right now are 1 for 5 on 3rd downs. Can the Eagles make it 1 for 6? It's going to be 3rd and 4. They only credit them up to the 8-yard line. So 3rd and 4 for the Falcons. 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Cousins lines up in the gun. Bijan to his right. London goes in motion. Cousins takes a snap. Pressure coming. Cousins is sacked. Cousins is sacked. And that is the first sack of the game. That is Milton Williams on the sack there. So that's a huge sack on 3rd down. And that, I imagine, is going to send the Falcons kicking unit out on the field here, because it's going to be 4th and 12. It's a loss of 8 yards on that sack. And that does send Younghoe Koo out there. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. Hang on, we have a bot. We have a bot here, guys. I'm sorry. There's a bot. That's a bot. Okay, we got a bot. Got a bot. Sorry, I'm killing the bot. Bot. Alrighty. Bot has been squashed. right, bot's been quashed there, guys. Thanks for your patience here on that. All right, it is 9-7. You got 10-12 left in the third. So Falcons are on top. Eagles have a chance to answer, and we'll see what they decide to do here. Showing Jason Kelsey's after his press conference. He went to the cafeteria and gave a big thank you to the Eagles staff. So they showed that a little bit there. All right, we are coming back from the commercial break. It is 10 minutes and 12 seconds left in this third quarter. And the ball is going to get kicked out of, well, back 9 yards deep in the end zone. So that's where the Eagles are going to pick it up. And Jason Kelsey is making an appearance in the broadcast booth on ESPN. So wearing unlike earlier today where he was wearing the South Philadelphia tuxedo, which is a jumpsuit or like a tracksuit. He's wearing like an actual green suit. So Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is going to pick up 10 yards there easily, and that is a first down. So they're actually only going to credit him to the 39-yard line. So we're inside of 10 minutes left in the third quarter here, so it's going to be 2nd and 1. Hurts is in the gun, back to his right. Hurts is making a few changes here. We got Paris Campbell wide out. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is definitely going to pick up the first down this time. Gets up to about the 44. That's going to be at least a 5-yard pickup. It's going to get the first down there. So we got about 9:08 left in the third here. It's 1st and 10. Ball's on the 43, 44-ish. Hurts is under center. Got a back in the backfield. Hurts takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Barkley. He's back, he's looking, and he's going to get sacked. Loses about 4 yards there. Is going to get back to the 40-yard line. And that is going to bring up a 2nd and 14 situation. So we got 2nd down on 2 sticks for the Eagles. And we have 8:23, 8:22, 8:21 left in the third here. Hurts is in the gun. We got it back to his right. Goddard's going in motion to the far side. Hurts takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Barkley. Back, looking, throwing. Caught by Devontae Smith, who is going to get tackled right at about the first down marker and does pick up the first down. That is a big pickup. It's about 14 yards there. And Ellis was there to stop it, but it is going to get up to the 46-yard line, so that is going to get into Atlanta territory, and that is a first down. So Hurts is in the gun. We got Barkley to his right. Devontae Smith wide out to the near side. Hurts takes the snap. Back, looking, throwing, caught by Barkley down at the 40. Gets up to about the 36-yard line. So that should be another first down, depending on where they spot it. And yeah, they're moving the chains. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Eagles at the Falcons' 36-yard line. 7:20 left in the third here. Hurts. in the gun, making some changes at the line. Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his left, takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley gonna pick up about 3, maybe 4, depending on where they spot it. They will credit him up to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, gonna bring up 2nd and 6. So Eagles now moving the ball, answering a little bit with the moves. 2nd and 6. Ball is on the 32. Hurts is in the gun. We got Barkley to his right. Calcaterra goes in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Back, looking. Hurts is going to roll out to his right. Hurts is going to throw, and that is going to be caught by Devontae Smith, and that is inbounds, and that is a first down, and that is a big pickup. That's going to get down to the 13-yard line. That's a 19-yard pickup there by Devontae Smith through the air, so huge for the Eagles. Now we got Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his left. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to get down inside the 10, down to about the 9-yard line before he's brought down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Eagles need to get up to the about the 3-yard line for a first down. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Yeah, he did have... It was close, but he did wind up having control there, and the Falcons didn't challenge it. So we got Hurts now in the gun. Barkley to his left. Hurts takes the snap. Does a quick dump off to Britton Covey. Covey going to get down to about the 6-yard line, depending on where they mark him out of bounds. But he does get out of bounds, picks up about 3 there. So, yeah, it is a 3-yard pickup. Going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. We are inside of 5 minutes left in the third. If you're new here, please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. Got some awesome content coming for you later on, or very soon, and throughout this season. So we got Hurts now in the gun, back to his left. Dotson goes in motion to the near side. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing, and that is almost a touchdown. Incomplete. Devontae Smith had it in his hands, and he was hit as he was trying to catch it by Bates. So, I mean, good play there by Bates to stop the touchdown. Yeah, and that is going to bring up 4th down and 3 for the Eagles. So we'll see what they decide to do. They are sending Jake Elliott out, so... the Eagles will be settling for a field goal. It's a little 24-yard chip shot. Oh, they're doing a little bit of fancy stuff here. Now they're gonna just eat a delay game penalty. So. I guess they were trying to throw the Falcons off to try to jump off sides there. So, it's going to be 4th and 8 now from the Falcons' 11. And this is probably going to be where the Eagles, at this point, go for the field goal here. All right, snap, hold, kick is up, and it is good. All right, 29-yard attempt with 4 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter. The Eagles jump back on top of the Falcons. It is 10-9. So, some good movement down the field on this. Again, this was an 11-play drive that took 59 yards and 5 minutes and 44 seconds came off the clock during that drive. So, again, a good movement. Eagles defense needs to step up now and answer. Would have liked to have seen the Eagles capitalize on this, getting down to they don't need to take the end zone shot there where they did. That's one thing that I think the Eagles got a little bit trigger happy there, especially on that third down play. All you need to do is pick up 3 yards. You don't need to score there. You just need to pick up 3 yards, and then you had a fresh set of downs. And I think there's been a lot of that's been missing there. So, I mean, yeah, scoring touchdowns is great. Absolutely, we got to do it. But the Eagles have to, in my opinion, the Eagles also need to be a little bit situationally aware when it comes to, okay, we just need to get to the 6 or the 5 or wherever we need to get to. And then we get to reset and we get to play 4 more. We get 4 more plays. But I mean, I'm always happy with taking the lead. I'm always happy with getting points in general. So it's just disappointing when those points come at the expense of what could have been. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. As long as you're not a bot, because we did have a bot visit, and that was something that had to get quashed. As long as you're not a bot, you are free to like and comment. Love to hear from you. We are coming back from the commercial break right now. Yeah, we've been. We've got here. And I mean, they've been celebrating Jason Kelce all through this game, right? Because, I mean, former Eagle. So they've shown some highlights. They're showing him at WrestleMania earlier this year. As Braden Mann goes to kick this away. And that is going to go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Falcons will pick up at their own 30. So Eagles defense has been run all over at this point. Falcons have 151 rushing yards. They've been averaging 6.6 yards per carry, so that's something the Eagles need to tamp down on quite substantially. And we'll see what they decide to do here. Falcons are quick out of the huddle. We got Cousins in the gun. We got a back behind him. Cousins sends a man in motion. That'll be London. And then calls for the football. Back looking, throws, quick throw to London, who catches it. Misses 2 tackles, and I'm sorry, guys. Like, this Eagles team needs to tackle. They do get him short of the first down marker, so it is going to be 2nd and 1. But this Eagles team's got to tackle. There were, Reed Blankenship and Darius Slay, both. Yeah, he's out of bounds short of the marker. So, Cousins under center. Back in the backfield. Cousins takes the snap, hands it off, and that's going to be a first down. Picks up 2. So, they're going to move the chains on that. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Falcons from their own 41-yard line. Be really good for the Falcons to be put into that 3rd down situation. The Eagles, when they've gotten the Falcons into 3rd downs, the Eagles have been effective. The Falcons are 1 for 6 on 3rd downs. So, 1st and 10, Cousins under center, back in the backfield. Cousins takes a snap, fakes a handoff, pressure coming. Cousins gonna just send it, and it's incomplete. Looking for Ray McLeod. Could not find him. Underthrow him there. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10. And Jalen Carter was applying the pressure heavily. And Booker was getting held there a little bit. So, all right, so we got 3:09 left in the third here. 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 41. Cousins is in the gun. We got a back to his left. Now we got split backs. Cousins takes a snap. Back looking, throwing. It is caught by Robinson behind the line of scrimmage, and he is going to lose 2. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Falcons at the 39-yard line. Bijan Robinson was there on the reception. So 3rd down and 2 sticks for the Falcons. Cousins in the gun, takes a snap, pressure coming. Cousins throws, caught, but it is short of the first down marker. Gets up to about the 47-yard line. And that was Kyle Pitts, the tight end. They're going to give him up to the 47, so that's an 8-yard pickup, but it is still about 4 yards shy of the first down. And they are going to leave the offense on the field. So 4th and 4 for the Falcons. Cousins is in the gun, back to his right. Cousins takes a snap, back looking, pressure's coming. Cousins throws, caught, first down. Ray McLeod and Zach Bond just picks him up and drops him. But not before he gets up to the 42-yard line. So it is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Falcons. The Falcons do convert the 4th down. So 1st and 10. Cousins in the gun. Takes a snap. Back looking. Throwing. Tipped. But it is caught and down inside the 10. Down to the 5. Touchdown. Missed tackle. Missed tackle. Missed tackle. Missed tackle. And it's Darnell Mooney on the reception there. And Cousins is indicating he's going to go for 2. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, missed tackle. Missed tackle. He needed to wrap him up and put him on the ground. He couldn't do it. So, 2-point conversion here. Cousins in the gun, back to his right. Cousins takes a snap, back looking. He has all day. He's back, and that is going to be incomplete. Incomplete. He threw the ball to London and could not get it. London could not haul it in, so the 2-point conversion attempt does fail. So Eagles get a little bit of a break out of that, but they're showing the replay here. Darnell Mooney. C.J. Gardner-Johnson has to make that tackle. I'm sorry, you don't. I'm not thrilled with that tackling effort. I'm not thrilled with the tackling effort by the Eagles just in general. There's a lot of hit and bounce off. And I said in the pregame episode that we need to make sure that we're dealing with the fundamentals. And we have to be dealing with the fundamentals here. Like, it's cool, like, to have the picks. They haven't had any picks. It's cool to try to get sacks. It's cool to try to force turnovers. If you can't do something basic like tackle a player, you got problems. And I get it. Bijan Robinson was a first-round player, or a first-round draft pick. He was very good. And the Eagles have had some trouble with him in this game. 12 carries for 96 yards. Algier, 9 carries for 53 yards. But when you're in a basic situation where you got to tackle a player, you got to tackle a player. I'm sorry, you can't be. You can't be in that situation where you're getting tackles broken left and right, or you're and CJ isn't the only one here, so I want to make sure that I call like Darius Slay, Reed Blankenship, guys I've seen miss tackles. It's been bad. It has been very bad this game, and we don't have a slippery field excuse. Nobody's slipping around a lot. It's not like in Brazil where we were playing on a soccer field. No, we're dealing with um, we're dealing with this situation here where it's the Eagles' home field. It's designed to play football on. So Falcons are on to kick this away. We're back from the break. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. We got a minute 21 seconds left in the third quarter here. Eagles are getting the ball. And that's going to be a touchback. So it's going to go back out to the 30-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will pick up. So we'll see what the Eagles offense is able to do to answer. So we got Hurts now in the gun. We got Barkley to his right. Hurts takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Barkley. He's back. He's looking. He's going to roll out to his left. Hurts is going to take off and is going to pick up 2 on that play. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 situation. Runs out of bounds. So 2nd and 7, actually. They will credit him up to the 33. We've got just about 60 seconds left in the third quarter here. So we got Hurts now in the gun, back to his right. Hurts takes a snap, fakes a handoff, then throws, caught by Covey. Covey picks up his first down, gets down to the 45-yard line, down to the 47. We do have a flag down, so we're going to check on this flag. Clock is stopped at 40 seconds. Nick Sirianni's questioning. They get ineligible man downfield once again on Cam Jurgens, so that's going to negate the pass. Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 15 now. I'm sorry, 2nd and 12, my bad. Following the penalty. Hurts is in the gun, Barkley to his left. Hurts takes a snap, back, looking, throws. That is going to be caught. Devontae Smith gets down to about the 35-yard line, marked down at the 36. That should do it for the third quarter, though. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Eagles. Yeah, they're not running a play. 15 minutes left in this game here, folks. Eagles are behind by 5. It is 15-10. And if that score sounds familiar, in the 2017 run when the Eagles played the Atlanta Falcons in the divisional round before going off to the Super Bowl, the Eagles beat the Falcons by 15-10. So we'll see where things go. Again, please feel free to drop a like, subscribe. Really helps the channel out. We will have a post-game episode of the Bird's Nest podcast, so just by way of a heads up on that front. And then later on this week, we do have a pretty solid week of content lined up for you. So it's going to be exciting. You are not going to want to miss it. So definitely, if you're new here, please feel free to like and subscribe. And again, we got 15 minutes of play here left in this game. So definitely drop a comment as well. I'd love to hear from you in the chat. What are your thoughts about this game? Where do you final 15 minutes of play? What are you looking to see out of this team, out of this Eagles team? Um, and then certainly any hopes for the future. Eagles offense doesn't look bad, in my opinion. Eagles defense right now. Eagles defense is not looking great. All right, we are at the start of the fourth quarter here. Hurts is lining up in the gun. We got Barkley to his left. Hurts are making some changes at the line. Hurts takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's got time. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to now roll to his right. He's running out of time, and he is going to throw, and that is caught by Britton Covey, and that's a first down. That is a 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Britton Covey picking up a first down. And Carter got away with a little bit of hands to the face there. So, Hurts takes a snap. Quick throw to Covey. Going to pick up 1. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 from the Eagles' 46-yard line. Second and 9. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. They're making adjustments here. Play clock's at 10. Hurts still in the gun. Takes a snap. He's back. He's looking. He's going to dump it off, and that is going to be caught by Saquon Barkley down around the Eagles' 49-yard line. So it is going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Eagles have not been great on 3rd downs at all today. Eagles are 2 for 7 on 3rd downs. So we'll see if they're able to convert on a 3rd down here. But it's 3rd and 6. Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his left. Devontae Smith is wide out to the near side. Play clock's at 4. Hurts takes the snap. Back. Looking. Throwing. Caught. But it's going to be just shy of the 1st down marker. It's going to be probably about a half a yard shy. Definitely within brotherly shove range here. We are at 13 minutes left in this game. Yeah, that's it's good. It's just a hair shy. So, Hurts is going to line up under center. It's not officially brotherly shove formation. Now it's kind of looking more like it. Hurts takes a snap, and he's got it. He's definitely got it. That's a solid 3-yard pickup on that. And it is 1st and 10. It wasn't an official brotherly. It doesn't look like it was a brotherly shove. It looks like it was more of a traditional quarterback sneak. Yeah, there was some pushing, though. Yeah, Dallas Goedert did push a little bit, so. Yep, it is 1st and 10 now. Eagles do pick up the 1st down. And now the ball is on the Falcons 43. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to roll to the near side and gets up to about the 40 before he stops. So that's going to be a pick of about 3 yards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. They will actually credit him up to the 39. So 2nd and 6 for the Eagles. Ball's on the Falcons 39-yard line. We got 11:24 left in this game. Hurts is in the gun. We have an empty backfield. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's going to throw quickly to Britton Covey, who's going to get up to about the 35-yard line, depending on where they mark it. They will credit him up to the 35, so it's going to be a 3rd and 2 situation. So 3rd and 2. Hurts is in the gun. We have an empty backfield. Now we've got Barkley going in motion to the far side. Hurts takes a snap, and he's going to take it himself. He's going to get up to the 25, down to the 23-yard line of the Falcons, and that is going to be an Eagles 1st down. That's a 12-yard pickup brought down by Bates, but it doesn't matter because the Eagles have a 1st down. And it's a big 1st down on that one. Because the Eagles are on the 23-yard line, so they're knocking on the door of the red zone here. Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his left. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's going to get inside the 20, down to the 15, down to about the 14-yard line. And we are inside of 10 minutes left to play in this game. This drive has taken 6 minutes and 21 seconds off of the clock. So we got Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Actually fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to pick up about 2, but that is enough because it was 2nd and 1. So it is going to be an Eagles 1st down, and the ball is on the 12. So again, the Eagles just crossed the 7-minute mark. The Eagles have had a number of 7-minute drives this game, which is crazy to think about. But again, the Eagles are when the Eagles are in the red zone, the Eagles are actually 1 for 3 in the red zone. They are perfect on goal to go situations, but it's getting to that goal to go situation that's a little bit concerning for me. Eagles only need to get to the 2-yard line for a 1st down. Hurts is in the gun, back to his right. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to take it himself, gets down to the 5, gets down to about the 3, and we have a flag down. So we'll see how they call this one here. We have a flag down. Clock has stopped at 8:46 left in the game. And it is coming back. It is offensive holding, so that's going to come back. They get number 89, who is Johnny Wilson. They get him for offensive holding. I'm not sure that that's holding. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 16 for the Eagles from the Falcons' 18-yard line. So we got Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes the snap. He is going to keep it himself. He's going to run. He's going to get down to about the 10. Gets outside, down to the 5-yard line, and that is where he's going to go out of bounds. So it is going to be just shy of the 1st down marker. It is going to be 2nd and 4 from the Falcons' 6. But a big reminder here, the Eagles only need to get to the 2-yard line for a 1st down. And that's been something that they've been missing here. So we got Hurts in the gun, back to his left. This drive has taken 8.5 minutes. Hurts in the gun, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to get down to the 5. So he's going to pick up 1. He's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Again, if I'm the Eagles right now, I'm thinking touchdown. But I'm thinking, hey, if there's not something in the end zone, I'm not going to try to force it to the end zone. I only need to pick up 3 yards. So as long as I don't turn the ball over and pick up 3 yards, we're good. So we got Hurts now in under center. We got Barkley in the backfield. Hurts takes a snap, fakes to Barkley, now throws to Barkley. Caught in. It's a touchdown for the Eagles. It is a touchdown for the Eagles, and the Eagles retake the lead. The Eagles retake the lead. It is now 16-15 on a Saquon Barkley touchdown here, and we're going to take a look at this because it's under review. Did he cross the goal line? It was ruled a touchdown, so this play is under review right now. All scoring plays are reviewed. And they're going to take the touchdown off the board, but it is a first down. So they're going to take the touchdown off the board. He was down he's going to be down at about the half-yard marker. So we got 7:03 left in the game here. A stoppage there, so they will. Yeah, the replay official reversed it, or it was reversed here, so it is a 4-yard pickup, but the ball's really going to be on about the half-yard marker. And they're just going to line up for a little bit of a brotherly shove action here. So we got Hurts lining up, takes a snap, and there it is. It's good now. Took a couple extra seconds. But it is now 16-10. Or 16-15 in favor of the Eagles. Clock is now stopped at 6:47. I just want to take a moment and appreciate this. The Eagles had a 17-play, 70-yard drive that took, here we go, 9 minutes and 34 seconds. And the Eagles are lining up for 2. So the Eagles are lining up for 2 here, or to go for 2. We got Hurts in the gun, Barkley to his left. Covey in motion. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley, who's going to try to go over the pile. Does he get it? They're coming in just a touch shy of the goal line. They haven't made any kind of a decision. Yeah, they're saying it's good. He got it. He got it. The 2-point conversion succeeded, and the Eagles now take a lead by a field goal. That extra little effort there worked. We have a timeout on the field, 6 minutes and 47 seconds, and the Eagles are up by a field goal. It is the Eagles 18, the Falcons 15. Again, let's just appreciate this. 17 plays, 70 yards, 9 minutes and 34 seconds of game time. That was a monster of a drive. the Eagles had this. The Eagles started this drive with 1 minute and 21 seconds left in the third, so we had a quarter change, and we had 6 minutes, and we've got 6 minutes and 47 seconds left of gameplay still. So, Eagles defense needs to step up. It's going to be critical for them to do this. It's going to be critical for them to make some kind of a stop here. The Eagles gave them all kinds of rest right now. All kinds of opportunity to catch their breath, for the defense to catch their breath. So it's really slowed the pace of the game down. This was something I was really looking for, was can we really control the pace of the game? And the Falcons have... the Falcons have had some success on that, but certainly, this is certainly the Eagles' longest drive, but the Eagles have had some very long drives. The Eagles have had 3 other drives that have taken more than at least 5 minutes. So we have Braden Mann on to do this little kickoff here. Eagles defense needs to make a stop. Kick is away. And that's going to get fielded deep in the end zone for a touchback. So Falcons will get the ball on their own 30. And yeah, I'm floored by that particular last drive. Just how effective it was, and how really, because you could tell the Eagles' defense was getting a little bit winded. So the Eagles really bought a lot of time for the defense. So here we go. Cousins in the gun, back behind him. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Robinson. Robinson going to go to the outside, gets to about the line of scrimmage, gets out of bounds. They will credit him for 1 yard, forced out by Nakobe Dean. So that is going to be a 2nd and 9 situation. Eagles hoping to rise to 2-0. Falcons hoping to avoid falling to 0-2. Cousins under center, back behind him. Cousins takes a snap, fakes the handoff, back, pressure coming. Cousins is going to throw deep and overthrows. It looks like, I think that was Darnell Mooney he overthrew there. He was deep. So it is going to be a 3rd and 9 situation. Again, just statistics-wise, Falcons are 1 for 7 on 3rd downs. So we'll see if the Eagles are able to hold them here. Third and 9 for the Falcons. Cousins. And now we have a play clock situation here. Play clock did not reset, it looks like, so... there is an injury on the field. Okay, it's Avonte Maddox down, so there's a injured Eagle down. So Avonte Maddox is down, so they're going to go into commercial here. Give everybody gives the Eagles also a few extra minutes to take a look at this. Avonte Maddox has not been the most injury-free player over his career. He spent a lot of time last year on injured reserve. So, I mean, I'm not thrilled that Avonte Maddox is, and last year he spent a bunch of time recovering from injury, so I'm not thrilled that Avonte Maddox is injured. Certainly, I'm not. We don't wish injury on anybody here, and certainly I hope that he's okay and that he'll be back soon. But something he's got a. The injury bug comes for a lot of people. The injury bug can come for anybody. But yeah, it would be nice to see some relatively injury-free players or injury-free team through the first couple weeks here. Eagles have a little bit of a shorter week this week, obviously, because they're playing Monday Night Football, and then they will play Sunday afternoon. They have the 1:00 game against the Saints, so the Eagles are making a little bit of a grand tour of the NFC South to open up the season. So this game, obviously, the Atlanta Falcons. Next week is the New Orleans Saints. The following week is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It'll be a rematch of the NFC wildcard round. So we'll see how they handle that. So that's what's coming down the pipeline for the Eagles. Certainly, if you're new here, again, please feel free to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel out. Also, please feel free to drop a comment because I'd love to hear from you guys. Looks like it was a little bit of friendly fire. All right, so Cooper DeJean is in for Avonte Maddox. 6:12 left in the game. Big third down here. Cousins in the gun. Cousins takes the snap. Back. He is looking. It is going to be caught, but it is going to be short of the first down marker. And that is Drake London there on the reception. So it is going to bring up 4th and 1. And I imagine if you're the Falcons, you go for it here. Yep, they're going to leave the offense out on the field. You got Cousins lining up under center. You got a back behind him. Cousins takes a snap, hands it off to Bijan, who is not going to get it. It's a turnover on downs, and the Eagles will get it at their own 39-yard line. Or at the Falcons' 39-yard line. We do have a flag down. They're picking the flag up. I think they were trying to call for CJ. They threw a flag because CJ Gardner's helmet was off, or was off in the field of play, which is no bueno. But they're saying, or I think they picked it up. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. But in any event, it is 1st and 10 now for the Eagles. Avonte Maddox has returned to the game, by the way. It's now 1st and 10 for the Eagles, so big 4th down stop there. And with 5:38 left in the game, the Eagles will take over deep in the Falcons' territory. And the Eagles have a chance to put this game relatively away here, especially with how the last drive went. They have a opportunity to do a 4-minute drill in 5.5 minutes. So, Eagles defense rising to the occasion. And I got to double check here, but that might be the first 3 and out. Yeah, that is the first 3 and out for the Falcons. Now, technically, it was a 4 and out, but it was the first 3 and out for the Falcons. So, when the Eagles defense needed it, they got it. And if that's going to be the character of this team, where, hey, like, when we need to, we'll make the play. Jesus Jimenez, good to hear from you. You're going for the Falcons. Good to have you aboard here. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan, so... yeah, there have only been 2 touchdowns in this game. But yeah, Jesus, your team is pretty. Your team's put up a pretty good fight. I will give you that. Whole bunch of offense. 317 yards of offense for you guys on the Falcons. You guys are putting up a fight here. All right, so it's 1st and 10. Hurts is in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is going to take off, gets down to about the 29-yard line for the first down, gets to the 28. We do have a flag down, so we're going to check on this flag. Only because you're a Niners fan? All right. That's respectable. Sorry you guys lost. They're going to get the Eagles for holding. So it's going to be offensive holding, and they're going to get... who did they get? They got Landon Dickerson for holding. So it's going to set the Eagles back a little bit, negates the run. So it's 1st and 17 for the Eagles from the Falcons 46. Hurts is in the gun, back in the backfield. Play clock winding down is at 3. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's going to lose about 2 there. Barkley kind of froze up. Again, that's disappointing. Yeah, I will say that it's not a sure thing right now. The Eagles need to put together a drive. Falcons do have a shot. They've got all 3 timeouts. We're at 4:35 left in the game here. So, good point there, Jesus. Hurts in the gun, back to his right. Hurts takes a snap, back, looking, throwing. That is going to be caught down around the 35. That's Dallas Goedert. Gets up to the 32 before he's stopped. That's Goddard there on the reception. So 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. Carl, thanks for the subscription. Really appreciate you. Stopping by and subscribing. Big 3rd down here. All right, so it's 3rd and 2 from the Falcons 31. We got Jalen Hurts in the gun. Empty backfield. Now Barkley in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Quick dump over to Barkley. Barkley going to pick up the first down and stays in bounds. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. The Eagles do convert. Gets down to the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup. And that is a first down for the Eagles. So big first down pickup here. Now again, the Falcons do have all 3 timeouts. We do have the 2-minute warning. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark here, so the Eagles can't just coast for this. We do have Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Hurts takes a snap. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley's going to struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe picks up a yard. Not really. No, he gets back up to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10. But we are inside of 3 minutes. So 2:38, 37, 36, 35 left in this game. Good game, Jesus. Appreciate, again, you stopping by here. Thanks for hanging out. And it was a good game. Again, the Falcons put up a heck of a fight here in this game. All right, so we got Hurts in the gun, Barkley behind him. Hurts, play clock winding down, takes a snap, Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is going to get down inside the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. It is going to be just a hair shy of the first down marker, based off of where I saw it, based off of where I'm looking at this first down marker. It will get us to the 2-minute warning, though. So it is an 18-15 score at the 2-minute warning. Yeah, he is just a hair shy of that first down marker. Eagles have the ball, 2 minutes left in this game, and they are up by 3. So it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 18 when we come back here. So Saquon's kind of turned it around a little bit in terms of, I know they were commenting on some of that before. 20 carries now for 88 yards in this game. Jesus, thanks for the subscription. Really appreciate you. Yeah, we've got, if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, we've got some exciting content coming down the pipeline. I pointed this out at halftime. This is a new hat addition to my to this row of hats back here and row of stuff. This is actually the Eagles season ticket member gift. It came along with a really cool experience. The Eagles did something really awesome this year for season ticket members. So we're going to be talking with some folks from the Eagles who are responsible for putting that together, and also talking about the fan experience and talking about what fans who are going down to Lincoln Financial Field can expect. Because I mean, I was down there before the game today, and it was electric. It's just an electric environment, and yeah. So, all right. But let me know your thoughts about this game here in the chat. Love to hear from you. It had some ups and downs. This game definitely had ups and downs here. All right. So you got 3rd down at about a half a yard at the 2-minute warning. The officials are still talking. I don't know what they're talking about, because unless they're just kind of huddled up because, or just to keep themselves, get themselves situated for these last couple of minutes here. And also, I mean, the defense really got started really well, and then kind of got winded after the first quarter there. Yeah, that first, I will say the first Eagles drive, the one that or no, I'm sorry, not the first one. The one where they got down to the 9-yard line of the Falcons and then turned it over on downs was definitely frustrating. Okay. I'm sorry, that's going to be Eagles were lining up for a brotherly shove, and one of the Falcons players jumped into the neutral zone. So that is, they're throwing a flag here on that. That should give the Eagles a first down here. Yeah, they got Contavious Street there, defensive line, for jumping off sides. Yeah. All right, so it's 3rd and 1. Ertz takes the snap and is going to get the first down. So they declined the penalty, actually. They declined the offsides. All right, so the Falcons are going to take a timeout. So the Eagles get a first down. Yeah, the Eagles' offense at times definitely left a lot to be desired, and now you see them putting together game-ending drives, or like drives that are going to like drain a whole heck of a lot of time off the clock. You see all that kind of stuff. But earlier in the game, I will say, they did leave a lot to be desired. And then the defense was struggling later on in the game as well. So, especially after the first quarter. All right, so clock is stopped at 1:56. Falcons have 2 timeouts left. First and 10, ball is on the 17-yard line of the Falcons. Hurts is in the gun, Barkley behind him. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to get up to about the 14-yard line, and that's where the Falcons are going to take a second timeout. It's going to be 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4 for the Eagles. And we got 1:51 left in the game here. So, Eagles are 1 first down away from ending this. But yeah, this game also was a lot closer than I would have liked. Just very honest. And some of that may be, hey, we're still trying to shake the rust off, and that goes back to the argument of do you play starters during the preseason, which the Eagles did not do. But yeah, it's on the whole. This game was a lot closer than I think anybody wanted it to be. The Falcons put up a real heck of a fight here. I mean, you look at the team stats: 317 total yards of offense, 154 of those on the ground. Bijan Robinson had 97 rushing yards on 14 carries. Like, Saquon Barkley had 21 carries tonight so far this game, and he's still only at 92. So, I mean, and then you have Algier, who was a real problem earlier on when the Eagles were on top of Bijan until the Falcons were able to figure out what was going on with Bijan and how they could utilize him a little bit more effectively. Algier was a problem. Kirk Cousins, 15 for 23 on the night, 171 yards, 1 touchdown. But yeah, I mean, you look at Hurts is 22 for 27 for 170 yards. Kirk Cousins only has 1 more passing yard. So, but a big part of this, I think, a big part of the reason why the Eagles are going to win this game is the 9-minute drive that occurred at the end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarters. Second half time of possession, they're showing the stat now. Eagles had 19 minutes and 5 seconds of possession time compared to the Falcons, just about 9 minutes here. And the Eagles still have the ball. So it's going to be 2nd and 6. Hurts is in the gun. Back to his right. Hurts takes a snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley going to bounce out to the outside and then gets up to about the 10. So, and the Falcons are going to take their final timeout. So 1:46 left on the clock here. It is 3rd and 3. Eagles need to get to the 7-yard line for this game to be over because the Falcons are now out of timeouts. Eagles offense. Yeah, well, let's walk this back. Eagles offense before we played you, Jesus. Before we played the 49ers. Solid offense. I mean, yeah, they were doing fairly well. Obviously the back half of the season after we played, or at and after the 49ers game, losing 6 of the last 7, not great. And the Eagles did not put together any really good string of performances there. Defense was more the problem in that regard. But yeah. Alright, so 3rd and 3, Hurts in the gun, back to his right. And there's another stoppage. And I think the Eagles took a timeout. Yep, they did. So the Eagles took a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Not that they need them at this point here. Again, 3 yards and this game's over. Next week, Eagles will take on the New Orleans Saints. And the Saints just upset the Cowboys earlier this week, 44-19. So as an Eagles fan, I was very happy about that. So here we go. 3rd and 3, big third down. Hurts under center. Barkley in the backfield. Wilson wide out to the near side. Hurts takes the snap, throws, and it is off the hands of Saquon Barkley and incomplete. And with 1:42 left, that's going to bring up 4th and 3. And now, depending on what the Eagles decide to do here, the Falcons could have some life. A routine throw to Saquon Barkley, and he drops it. It's off his hands. He catches that, and the game's over. I will say this. Yep, Saints did score 40 points back-to-back. All right, Elliott's on to kick a field goal. Snap, hold, kick, up, and good. With 1:39 left in the game here, the Eagles make it a 1-touchdown game. It is 21-15. That was not the greatest snap. But Jake Elliott able to, or Braden Mann able to correct it and is able to get it up there for Elliott to kick it away. So 1:39. So that's how much time the Falcons have left in this game. No timeouts. They cannot stop the clock. Eagles have 2 timeouts if they need them. And I will say, so the Falcons' scoring drives have all taken at least 3 minutes. Yeah, the Eagles got a little greedy. The Eagles were getting that's been a big concern of mine throughout this game. I've mentioned this before, Jesus. And as the Eagles kicked that into the end zone for a touchback, so the Falcons will get the ball to start on their 30. The Falcons. I'm sorry, the Eagles getting that. Like, the Eagles continually seem to have forgotten that when they get that deep into the red zone, they only need to get like a couple of yards. They only need to, like, on the 3rd and 3, they only needed to get down to the 7-yard line for the game to be over for a first down. We got Cousins in the gun, back to his left. Cousins takes the snap, back, looking. Cousins throws. That is going to be caught, and it is down around the 41-yard line, but the clock, it continues to run because that was in the open field. We got less than 90 seconds left in the game here. Cousins lining everybody up. They're going no huddle. Cousins in the gun, back to his right. Cousins takes the snap, back, looking, throwing for the sideline, and that is caught down around the 38-yard line of the Eagles, but that is going to be inbounds, and the clock continues to run. So the ball's at the 38-yard line. So the Falcons move the ball downfield pretty quickly. Cousins in the gun, back to his left. Cousins takes a snap, back, looking, throwing to the sideline, and it is caught by Bijan, and it's down around the 12. And the Eagles are just letting the Falcons move all over them. And this is not great. And now the Falcons get out of bounds, so the clock does stop here. The Eagles are watching the Falcons run away with this game. I'm sorry, that was Darnell Mooney there. So we got Cousins now in the gun, back to his right. Ball's on the Eagles 12. 1st and 10. Cousins takes a snap back, looking, throws, caught by London, gets out of bounds. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5. Gets down to the 7. I know, this is crazy. This was a sure thing. Less than a minute ago. Second and 5. Cousins in the gun. Bijan to his right. Cousins takes a snap. Back. Looking. Pressure coming. Throws. Incomplete. He was looking for McLeod. Could not find it. Brings up 3rd and 5. Eagles need to make a 3rd down stop here. No bigger 3rd down stop than right now. Third and 5. Cousins in the gun. Bijan to his left. Cousins takes a snap. Back. Looking, throwing, caught, touchdown. Touchdown with 34 seconds left in the game. Falcons tie it up. And they had no business doing that. They had no business letting the Falcons move that far down the field. I'm sorry. None. They had no business doing that. And now there's a flag down. So they ding him for unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration. And it must be enforced on the point after. So it's now a 48-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick is up. And it is good. So the Falcons take the lead with 34 seconds left. Can the Eagles answer with their own 2-minute drill? Now, the Eagles do have 2 timeouts. The Eagles were leaving guys wide open that entire drive. 6 plays, 70 yards in a minute and a half. Or in a minute and 5 seconds. So the 34 seconds left. Now, again, the Eagles only need to get into field goal range. And Jake Elliott has a 61-yarder. We've seen that happen multiple times over his career. As the Falcons kick that away. And the Eagles are going to kneel on it. So, Eagles have the ball. They will start at their own 30. They have 34 seconds to get the ball into field goal range and kick a field goal. Because Saquon Barkley could not hold on to it earlier. And the Eagles do have 2 timeouts if they need them. So the middle of the field is open. Hurts. I know. I don't get it. Hurts in the gun. Takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. He's throwing. That is going to be caught by Goddard. That is in the middle of the field. The clock does run. And the Eagles will call a timeout. So the Eagles have 1 remaining. We got 26 seconds left in this game. Honestly, Jesus, I think the Eagles defense is going to need to have to go back to the drawing board here for whatever's going on, because this was just simply unacceptable. All right. 1st and 10. Ball's on the Eagles 43. If they get to the Falcons 40, they'll be in Jake Elliott range. Hurts in the gun, back to his left. Hurts takes the snap. He's back. He's looking. Pressure coming. Hurts is going to send it, and that is going to be picked off. Game over. That's going to be it. Game over. He's looking for Devontae Smith and Jesse Bates, who has been called multiple times all game. Picks it off. And that does it. And again, this Eagles team had no business losing this game. But they got very greedy towards the end. So, 18 seconds left. Falcons are going to kneel on it, and that's going to do it. That'll be it. Eagles fall to 1-1 after a critical mistake late in the game and the inability to recover from it. Hands the Eagles their first loss of the season. And it's one of those losses that, again, there's always that loss that you never should have. This is one of those. This is that loss. So hopefully the Eagles bounce back from this. But this was simply unacceptable. Just simply unacceptable. Under no circumstances should that have happened. But that was rough. So, the Eagles drop it, 22-21 final score. They had every opportunity. Every opportunity, and they should have won this game. Yep, Jesus keeps the Cowboys in it. But even if it didn't keep the Cowboys in it, 65 seconds with no timeouts. There's no business the Falcons have winning this game. I'm sorry, none. And then it was bad. It was just outright bad. So, but in any event, I appreciate y'all hanging out for this at least. I'm going to go figure out a way to record a reaction for this. This was not the way this game should have ended. But the Eagles fall to 1-1 on the season, and they gotta go down to New Orleans next week. So, but I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna record a reaction, and then again we've got some content coming out later in the week. Jesus, thanks for hanging out and chiming in the chat. Appreciate you. And again, thanks so much for stopping by. I'm Joe Donahue. And as always,